Today we'll start with composition levy. Okay. Already on the like regular levy, RCM and other things and all we have seen. Okay. Today we'll start with composition levy. 1 second. So we'll start with composition levy. Before going to composition levy, okay. We already seen yesterday what? Section 9. Section 9, which is talking about what? Forward charge and reverse charge mechanism. 1 second. Okay, forward charge and reverse charge mechanism. So next one is section 9. This is section 10. Section 10 nothing but composition levy. Okay. So everything which is subject to what? CGST Act. Everything which is subject to what? CGST Act. Okay. So now under this we already seen this is section 9.1, section 9.2. Okay, here section 9.3, section 9.4. Okay, section 9.5. So this is subject to e-commerce operator. Okay, this is subject to restricted goods and services. Okay, this is with relates to that promoter. Earlier on, the unregistered persons are the purchase from unregistered person. Okay, now also it is purchase from unregistered person, but now they are included only 3 points with relates to the promoter, right? So what is the difference between forward charge and reverse charge? For forward charge and reverse charge mechanism, already we have discussed that. Forward charge, okay, where the supplier is liable to pay. Okay, reverse charge is the recipient is liable to pay. Liable to pay GST. Okay, liable to pay what? GST. So here you will collect from the recipient and then you will pay at a forward charge. Here what happens is you will not pay to the supplier, but he will pay such amount. Okay. Now, with regards to the composition levy. Okay, composition levy. Okay. So here we just going to see applicability. Okay, we're just going to see what? Applicability, to whom it has been applicable. And then we're just going to see conditions. Condition for composition levy. Okay, next we're just going to see, okay, like when they're going to withdraw this composition levy. Okay, it's very simple. Okay, and you have to we have to understand the effective date. Okay, from when onwards it has been applicable. Okay, so this is a scenario which is going to see under composition levy. Okay, composition levy, if you've seen why composition levy which has been introduced. Okay, where there is a regular levy and other scenarios. Okay, same like in income tax, you have presumptive income. You have what? Presumptive income. The same scenario in GST, they have what? Composition levy. They have what? Composition levy. Okay, the not exact scenarios. I am saying that some similarities. Okay, here if a person there is here it is applicable only for individual, HUF and firm. HUF individual and firm. Okay, in case of 44 AD, okay, where the turnover is less than 2 crores. Okay, then earlier 1 crore இருந்தது இப்போ 2 crore ஆக்கிட்டாங்க. 44 ADA வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா this is subject to business, this is subject to professional, less than 50 lakhs. Okay, so if it is less than 50 lakh, they can go for presumptive income. Okay, by paying tax at the rate of 8% as a profit. Okay, they can declare 8% or 6%. Okay, there is at least 8% or 6%, and they can pay tax on such income. Okay, this is declared as an income, and they will pay accordingly, pay tax accordingly, right? Now, in case of this scenarios, okay, they have to pay. Okay, there is on this 50 lakhs, they have to pay 50%. Okay, less than 50 lakhs, they have to pay 50% as they have to say as income. On that you have to pay tax. Okay, So this is a way, and again 44 AE. Okay, this with regards to the law applying hiring of goods carriages. Okay, the person who is just having goods carriages. Okay, we are not going in depth in this topic, but we are just understanding this topic. That's the reason. So here it is not applicable for all persons, it is applicable for this person. But here, in such case, in composition levy, okay, it is not like that. Okay, it is applicable to all registered person. All registered person. Okay, it is not subject to company, it is not subject to individual, it is not subject to such scenarios. Okay, it is not restricted based on the person, it is restricted to based on the registered person. Okay, so when it talks about registered person, okay, so here the difference there is before 1/4/2019, before 1/4/2019, okay, after 1/4/2019, after 1/4/2019, okay, before 1/4/2019 and after 1/4/2019, okay, before 1/4/2019, okay, exclusively services or goods, okay, that we're just going to see. Here they included one more composition scheme on services, composition scheme on services. Earlier this is not applicable. Earlier this is not applicable. So they introduced, okay, on services also. They introduced on services also. Okay, we'll go step by step, right? Number one. So usually what happens when the composition scheme has been introduced, okay, so yeah, so they bring it into two. There is earlier on goods or services. When they introduce at the initial stage, first we'll understand this, then we'll go there. Okay, when they introduce, they start with goods or services. Okay, and restaurant business. Okay, they introduce only for this particular scenarios. Okay, earlier on, not even goods or services, it is only for goods. Like there are two scenarios, one is for trader, another for manufacturer. One is for trader and another for manufacturer. Okay, so initially they bring it over, one is for trader and another for manufacturer. Okay, right? One second. Right. So one is for trader, another for manufacturer, another is restaurant business. Okay. So initial when they introduced at the time for traders it is 1%, manufacturer it is 2%, and for restaurant business it is 5%. That means what? Here it is subject to 0.5% for CGST, 0.5% for SGST. Here 1% for CGST and 1% for SGST. Here 2.5% for CGST and 2.5% for SGST. Okay. So it is clear that, okay, here they should not do interstate sales. Interstate sales. They do not do interstate sales. Okay. If they're doing interstate sales, they cannot levy. They cannot come in the composition levy. Okay. Right. So that's the reason CGST and SGST, CGST and SGST, CGST and SGST. Okay. Now, so now what they amended in the sense this 2% they removed. Okay. Now for trader also 1%, for manufacturer also 1%. For trader also 1%, the manufacturer also 1%. Okay. Restaurant still it is 5%. Okay. They should not serve alcohol. Okay. They should not serve what? Alcohol. Okay. It might be a AC business. It might be AC restaurant, non-AC restaurant. Any restaurant is not an issue. Okay. But it should not do what? Alcohol. Okay. Right. Now, next, this is number one. So now amended what? 1%, 1%, 5%. 1 second. 1%, 1%, and 5%. Okay. Right. Now they introduced with effect from 1/4/2019 for services also. For what? Services also. Okay. Now there is for if you're doing there is if you know comes under services in normal regular levy in the 18%. For construction and building services for 12%, 8%. Okay, now it has been amended. So there here also some cases like 1% and 5% that we will see later at the time of real estate. Okay, 1% and 5% that we'll see later. Okay, so now we going to understand. Okay, this scenarios. One is trading. Number two is restaurant. Number three is services. Services they amended with effect from 1/4/2019 is nothing but 6%. 1/4/2019 is the effect from that is nothing but 6%. Okay, right. So again, I repeat. So now, so with effect from 1/4/2019, okay, for services it is nothing but 6% as a composition levy. Okay, if it is a trading or manufacturing, it is nothing but 1%, 1%. For restaurant business, it is nothing but 5%. Okay, 5%. Okay, right. So here, if I'm either I can go for this particular composition levy or I can go for this particular composition levy. Okay, so here the turnover. Okay, this turnover is different. This turnover is different. I differentiate. Okay, so here you might be services, goods and services also possible. Okay, okay, goods and services also possible. Okay, but here you can do what? Trading and manufacturing only goods. Okay, only what? Goods. Here this can be any scenarios. This can be any scenarios, right? Now here they're talking about only goods, but they are also given a condition for services. They are also given for the services. Okay, where such services where such services shall not exceed more than 10%, shall not exceed what? More than 10% on such turnover, on such turnover. Okay, total turnover. Okay, on what? Total turnover. Total turnover now. Okay, goods plus services. Okay, goods plus services. Next. So here it also include restaurant services also. It also include what? Restaurant services also. Okay, so you can do trading plus restaurant in total. Okay, okay, in total. Okay, it should not exceed what? More than 10% of services. More than 10% of services. Restaurant is different. Okay, this is different. Clear. So now, or 5 lakhs. Okay, or what? 5 lakhs, whichever is more. 5 lakhs, whichever is more. Okay, in the preceding previous year. Okay, in the turnover preceding previous year. Preceding previous year. Okay, so what is this? Okay, what is this? Now we're just going to see here. If, for example, last year turnover assumed, okay, goods, sale of goods, 60 lakhs. Restaurant services, okay, restaurant services is 20 lakhs. Okay, totally how much? 80 lakhs. Okay, and they given services. Okay, maybe taxable services as well as exempt services. Here might be taxable goods as well as exempt goods. Anything is possible. Okay, so here services belongs to 6 lakhs. Services how much? 6 lakhs. So here in total, totally how much? 86 lakhs. In total, how much? Totally 86 lakhs. So when you divide these two scenarios, okay, 10% on 86 lakhs is nothing but 8.6 lakhs. Okay, 8.6 lakhs. And what is the another condition? 5 lakhs. Another condition is 5 lakhs. Okay, so whichever is higher, which is higher? 8.6 lakhs. Whichever is higher, which is higher? 8.6 lakhs. Now, when 8.6 lakhs is higher, and how much services you did? 6 lakhs. Whether you're eligible for composition levy? Yes, you are eligible for composition levy because it is not exceeding 8.6 lakhs. Okay, hence it is liable. That is, he can opt for the composition levy in the financial. Assume that this is previous year, financial year. Okay, 17-18. He can eligible for 18-19 for composition levy. He can eligible for composition levy in 18-19. Clear, right? I repeat, I repeat once again. So, in case of trading, okay, or manufacturing or restaurant services, if you're just doing this scenarios, okay. Now, in total, okay, in total, this restaurant services is different because this is also subject to composition levy. So this is not considered as a services in this particular point of view. In this particular point of view, okay. So here I'm doing, suppose I'm assuming that I'm just, I'm a trader. Okay, like I'm just selling what AC, fridge, etc., etc. Assume that my turnover is not more than 1.5 crores. Okay, my turnover is less than 1.5 crores. I just having small shop. Okay, I'm also doing services, some installation services, some other services. Okay, I'm just providing services to the person. Okay, otherwise I'm just giving repairs and maintenance. I'm selling, I'm doing what repairs and maintenance. That all comes under services. Okay, so when I sold this goods last year, okay, so last year when I sold this good, the selling goods would value in the 60 lakhs. Okay, and restaurant, I also running a restaurant services. It cost what it is assumed that 20 lakhs. Okay, totally how much I just getting 80 lakhs. Okay, I'm just doing AMC services, extra services, etc., etc. I'm getting a income of rupees 6 lakhs. Total turnover is 8.6 lakhs. On this 8.6, there is 86 lakhs. Okay, so here 10% of this 86 lakhs is nothing but 8.6 lakhs. Okay, next one பார்த்தீங்கன்னா year there is condition for 5 lakhs, whichever is higher 8.6 lakhs, and year it is less than 8.6 lakhs, so you are eligible for composition levy. Otherwise you are not eligible for composition levy in subsequent levy or subsequent scenarios. Okay, this is the one condition. Okay, this is number one condition. First condition in a, okay, in the preceding previous year. Okay, I'm not going to that services, we'll come back to the services we'll see later. Okay, in this case this, okay, so here, one second. Fine. So in we're just talking about preceding previous year condition only. First one, number one. Okay. So number one, in a, you can sell goods and you can do services also. Okay. In addition, okay, you can do restaurant business also. In total, okay, the turnover shall not exceed rupees 1.5 crores. Turnover shall not exceed rupees 1.5 crores in preceding previous year. Okay, preceding previous year. Okay, this turnover limit has been increased. Okay, subject to the notification which has been bring earlier on. The first 75 lakhs in the, then they increased to 1 crores. Okay, then increased to 1.5 crores. Okay, for your exam point of view, you can read only 1.5 crores. Okay, this is not relevant as of now. Okay, so they will not ask about this. They will ask if the turnover in the preceding previous year. Assume that 17-18, if the turnover is 1.5 crores or 1.7 crores, whether you can eligible to take in the 18-19 for composition levy. You should say no. You should say what? No. Right? You should say what? No. Right? Number two. This is number one. Okay. Number two. Okay. So turnover condition. First condition is now on the turnover condition. So turnover condition in the preceding previous year, it should not exceed what? 1.5 crores. It should not exceed what? 1.5 crores. Clear? So it should not exceed more than 1.5 crores. In such cases, okay, if you exceed more than 1.5 crores, okay, then you are not eligible for what? Composition levy. From this, okay, okay. From this, what you try to understand, in the preceding previous year, if my turnover is more than 1.5 crores, then I am not eligible for ITC. Okay, then I'm not eligible for, sorry, I'm not eligible to live, I'm not comes under composition levy. I'm not comes under composition levy. Clear? That means, so from this, what you understand, you have to describe one point. Every year, okay, every year, you have to cross check. Okay, every year you have to cross check whether you will be subject to regular levy or you're subject to composition levy. You're subject to what? Composition levy. You're subject to what? Composition levy. Okay. So you have to check every year your turnover. Every year your turnover. In the preceding previous year, if the turnover is more than 1.5 crores, okay, you have to opt only regular levy. You cannot opt composition levy. If in the preceding previous year, if it is less than 1.5 crores, okay, you can either opt composition levy or you can opt what? Regular levy. Okay. Now they have been amended that if you are, once you are opt that regular the composition levy, you cannot opt regular levy. Okay, during that period, during that year, okay, you have to go with composition levy only. Okay, such conversion is not happen. In conversion, that will be happen in the next subsequent previous year. Okay, right. So this is number two. This is what? Number two. Number three, they have been introduced. Okay, services. They have introduced what? Services, because I'm doing a small services. For example, I'm running a gym. Okay, I'm running a gym. Okay, gym, it is subject to what? Services. Gym is nothing but what? Services. They are not supplying goods. Okay, so when they're supplying the services, if they're collecting, okay, assume that 10,000 is my package. If I collecting 18 percentage, I have to pay how much? 1,800. So totally how much? 1 lakh. So yeah, I have to collect extra 1,800 from my customers. Okay, customer is not ready to pay this 1,800. Okay, I cannot go under this scheme. I have to go in the normal scenarios. So what I will put in the sense, I will put a scheme of rupees 1,000. I will put a scheme of rupees 1,000. Okay, then the person who is doing business here, he has to pay 1,000 into 18 percentage divided by 118 percentage. Okay, then it will come some value. You have to pay some 1,200, 1,300, some proportionate value. Okay, so you have to pay such value. Okay, so you have to pay this as a GST if you're putting as rounded figures. Okay, so here to avoid the the small taxpayer, to give the benefit for the taxpayer. Okay, so this like this type of small taxpayer, for example, I'm running only AMC. Okay, where the turnover is less than 20, 30 lakhs, 20 lakhs, 40 lakhs, etc., etc. If I charge 18% in the sense, they can go for the normal maintenance person, etc. So there's no change in price and all. Okay, here to avoid that, okay, government has introduced with effect from 1/4/2019 for services also. Okay, it can be a goods or services also. Okay, because this condition is not applicable. Condition earlier in a condition pathom, the 10% on total turnover. Okay, it should not be more than 10% of total turnover or 5 lakhs, whichever is higher. Okay, that condition is not applicable. That condition is not applicable. You can do any turnover in with regards to the services. That's not an issue. Okay, that is different part. This is different part. Okay, yeah, if you want to go that scheme in the sense, you have to go with that scheme. That is 1.5 crores scheme. That is 1% or 2%, 1% or 5% in that scheme. Okay, so here what I'm on is the main condition in preceding previous year. Okay, in preceding previous year, turnover shall not exceed 50 lakhs. Turnover shall not exceed what? 50 lakhs. Okay, I'm running. There is I'm a chartered accountant. Okay, I'm doing a professional services. I can register as a. Okay, I'm registered as what? Now there is in the scenarios. Okay, I cannot collect all from all customer. I cannot collect from all customer. Okay, so I cannot collect all customer 18%. For example, I'm filing normal return. I'm filing company's return, etc., etc. I cannot collect. Example. I'm just giving an example. So what I'm just doing small clients also. I'm just taking care of big clients also. Okay, in such cases, what happens is, yes, big clients is ready to give, but I have a number of small clients more. Okay, in such cases, I can go for this composition levy by 5% if my turnover is less than 50 lakhs in the preceding previous year, and turnover shall not exceed in the current previous year also. Okay, so here, so this will be benefited. This will be benefited to the taxpayer. Okay, so for example, I'm running a software. Okay, no, some person I'm just doing for small sectors. Okay, small sectors are not ready to pay GST. Okay, what I'm just trying to do in the sense, I'm putting 1 lakh bill. I cannot put plus 18,000 because if I put 1 lakh 18,000, they will be ignore me. So what I will do in the sense, I will just asking that 1 lakh. Okay, so 1 lakh instead of paying 18,000, okay, I can pay. Okay, like assume that here we have to pay what? That is, you have to calculate in such a way that is into 6%. 6% is 6,000. So I have to pay with in my out of my pocket is 6,000. Okay, because this amount is not collect from the customer, so I'm just going to pay this one. So okay, either I can bill for 1.10 also. Either I can bill for 1.10. I paid what 6,000. I can enjoy what 104,000 also. I can enjoy what 104,000 also. Or else, okay, I can there is a 104 or 105 something. Okay, right now from this what you understand is number one. Okay, in the preceding previous year, okay, the turnover for the services, it may be subject to goods also. Okay, shall not exceed rupees 50 lakhs. Shall not exceed rupees 50 lakhs. And GST rate on total on such turnover it is 6%. On such percentage 6%. Okay, so this is number 3. This is what number 3. Number 4. For example, I am running a medical shop. Okay, medical shop. Now we're just talking about GST rate. Okay, running a medical shop. I'm selling at MRP. I'm selling at what? MRP. Okay. So MRP on 500 rupees. Okay. I just put 1000 rupees. Total MRP value on 1000 rupees. Okay. In such cases where if I'm selling at MRP, in the sense I cannot calculate like this 1000 into, okay, 1 divided by 101. Okay, this is wrong. This is wrong. You have to pay how much? 1000 into 1%. That is nothing but how much? 10 appa. Okay, you have to pay how much? 10 rupees. Okay, out of your pocket. Out of your pocket. Okay, so you have to pay 10 rupees. Clear? So same scenarios. If I'm just making turnover, if I'm just making what? Turnover, it is subject to such month. Okay, I was doing that if I'm just doing turnover in that month is 10 lakhs. Okay, how much? 10 lakhs at the rate of 1%. On total turnover, you have to consider. Okay, here inclusive, not inclusive is not a concern. You have to consider on 1%. So you have to pay how much? 10,000 as your tax. 10,000 as your tax. Clear? So this is another scenario. Okay, in the composition levy. Right. Next, in case of invoice. Okay, in case of invoice. Okay, we'll just going one by one. Okay, so we already seen the turnover condition and other things and all. Okay, so in case of invoice, you cannot raise taxable invoice. Already we have discussed under section 31. He should raise what? Bill of supply. He should raise what? Bill of supply. He can raise only bill of supply. He cannot raise taxable invoice. Okay, so you cannot collect tax. Okay, you cannot collect tax. So you cannot avail ITC. You cannot avail what? ITC. You cannot avail ITC. There is nothing but input tax credit. You cannot avail what? Input tax credit. Right? Next, you cannot avail input tax credit also. Next, accounts and records. Okay, we have seen that section 10 is not applicable for certain person. You need not to maintain stock-wise details. You need not maintain what? Stock-wise details. It is not required. Okay, stock-wise details is not required. Okay, so you need not to maintain stock-wise details. Those things are not, it's not relevant because department will not ask about those stock details, etc., etc. Okay, but stock details are relevant when we're just going to see later. Okay, right? So this is the another scenarios. Okay, all right. Now, again, okay, we are talking about what? More than 1.5 crores turnover. That is, it should not be more than 1.5 crores turnover. It should not be more than 50 lakhs of turnover. Again, here the definition comes what? Turnover. The definition comes what? Turnover. So turnover, already we have seen what? Turnover, it includes what? Okay, aggregate turnover, it includes what? It includes, number one, taxable supply. It includes exempt supply. It includes, okay, there is all zero rated supply. Okay, but it does not include what? It is taxable under reverse charge mechanism. It is taxable under reverse charge mechanism, and between distinct persons also shall be included. Between distinct persons also shall be included. Okay. Next one, it should not include tax. Okay, tax in the sense CGST, SGST, IGST, UTGST. Okay, UTGST. For example, in the previous year, I'm just doing in a regular levy. I'm just subject to this particular scheme now. Okay, I will come under this particular scenarios. Okay, I should not include this particular thing. Okay, all right. So here, this is all about. Okay, this particular topic. All right. Now, if you see, okay, this is another. Okay, so we are just linking with other chapters also. Taxable invoice. Now we are talking about what? Availment of ITC. ITC cannot be availed. Accounts and record we have just seen. Now we just seen what? Turnover. Okay, now we just seen what? Turnover. Next. Okay, turnover. Okay, again we just going to see what? Turnover condition. Turnover condition. Okay, we're just going to see that more than 1.5 crores turnover condition circle. We're just going to see. Okay, in such cases, turnover condition, if it is more than 1.5 crores, okay, it should not be more than 1.5 crores. States other than which states? Already seen 10 states. This is Telangana, okay, and Pondicherry. This is ignore Telangana and Pondicherry we are just going to ignore. Okay, apna where number 1, Manipur, Meghalaya, northeastern states. Number 2, number 2 Meghalaya, number 3 Mizoram, number 4 Nagaland, Number 5. Number 5 வந்து Tripura. Okay. Number 6, Arunachal Pradesh. Number 7, Sikkim. Number 8, Uttarakhand. Okay. So for these states, okay, if they want to enjoy the composition levy now, in the preceding previous year, the turnover shall be less than 75 lakhs. Turnover shall be what? Less than 75 lakhs. Okay, then only they are eligible for composition levy. Okay, they are eligible for composition levy. Otherwise, they are not eligible for composition levy. Okay, so for this particular states, okay, this 8 states, okay, it is subject to what? 75 lakhs. Other states, it is subject to what? Less than 1.5 crores. 1.5 crores. It should be less than what? 1.5 crores. I think it's very clear, right? So for this particular scenario, it is 1.5 crores, and for this 8 state, it is subject to what? Less than 75 lakhs. Okay. Again, we already explained turnover shall be subject to what? PAN wise. Turnover subject to what? PAN wise. Okay. I'm running partnership firm. Partnership firm shall be calculated separately. Partners shall be computed separately. HUF shall be computed separately. Turnover. Karta shall be computed separately. This is already discussed. Okay. So these scenarios which has been already been discussed. Okay. Same scenarios. If I'm being a company, I'm a director or member. This person shall compute separately. This person shall compute separately. Okay. You should not merge in such cases. Okay. You should not merge in such cases. Right. Now, what are the conditions? Okay, what are the conditions? Now we just going to see. Okay, so this is main important scenarios. Okay, with regards to the composition levy. Okay, what are the conditions? Okay, number 1. Okay, see this compo we can have multiple registration also. We can have multiple registration also. For example, I have in Tamil Nadu, I am in Andhra Pradesh, I am in Telangana, I am in West Bengal, etc. But in consolidation, because it is subject to what? PAN wise. It is subject to what? Your turnover is subject to what? PAN wise. In consolidation, in the preceding previous year, it should not be exceed more than 1.5 crores. It should not be exceed more than 1.5 crores. Your turnover shall not be exceed more than 1.5 crores. Okay. So here, in such cases, if Tamil Nadu is registered under composition levy, okay, Andhra Pradesh is registered under composition levy, okay, you shall not, okay, go for regular levy for this one, okay, or any others. If you opt composition levy, you have to opt for composition levy for all state. Okay, that means what? Here also no other choice, you have to go for composition levy. Here also you don't have any choice, you have to go for composition levy. Okay, if you go for regular levy in Tamil Nadu state, regular levy under section 9(1), okay, okay, section subject to section 9. If you go for regular levy under section 9, okay, you have to go by section 9 only. Section 9, section 9, section 9, section 9 for all state. Okay, if you choose section 10 here, now you have to choose in all state also, you have to opt only section 10. Section 10 is nothing but composition levy. Section 9 is nothing but regular levy. Okay, as well as reverse charge mechanism. So you cannot use section 9 and section 10 simultaneously. Okay, so both are not possible. Both are not possible. Okay, right. This is another case, right? So this is number 1. Number 2. Okay, number 2. Okay. Number 2, you cannot opt. Okay, you cannot opt what? Casual taxable person or non-resident taxable person. You cannot opt this particular scenarios. Okay, right? This is number 2. You cannot opt. Okay, you cannot opt. This is not possible. Right? Number 3. Okay, so you cannot do interstate sales. You cannot do what? Interstate sales. Okay, not possible. interstate sales are not possible. But whether he can purchase, yes, interstate purchase. Okay, he can do what? Interstate purchase. That's not issue. Okay, he can do what? Interstate purchase. Right. Next. Next one, Patina. Okay. Suppose if you purchasing from the unregistered person. Okay, if you purchase from the unregistered person, otherwise he is subject to section 9.3 or 9.4. Is subject to section 9.3 or 9.4. Then this person is liable under reverse charge mechanism. This is liable under reverse charge mechanism. Is also 9.4 on the earlier. If you purchase from the unregistered person, that is there. Okay, now it is not there. Okay, so if you purchase from such scenarios, then he is liable under reverse charge mechanism. Clear? Right. Next. Okay. Next one, Badina. You should not do the manufacturing activities. Okay, in the following scenarios. Number one, ice cream. You should not do ice cream. Okay, and other edible ice. Other edible ice. Okay, if you manufacture ice cream or other edible ice, is not eligible under the scheme. Okay, number two, pan masala. You should not manufacture in pan masala. Okay, number three, tobacco products. Okay, you should not do such scenarios. Next, number four, aerated water. Okay, you should not do manufacturing in this following scenarios. Okay, in this following scenarios. Okay, so this for this person not eligible under composition scheme. Okay, so section 10 not apply. Section 10 will not apply. Right. Next. Okay. Next, Patina. You should not be engaged in e-commerce operating business. Okay, you should not subject to section 52. That means or TCS. You should not collect this. You should not. If he is subject to section 52 or TCS or e-commerce operator, then he is subject to normal levy. Okay, normal levy, and also he has to register under section 52. Okay, also register under section 24. Okay, subject to TCS. Subject to TCS. Subject to section 52. Okay, subject to section 52. Okay, so this person is also not eligible under this particular scenarios. Okay, right. Next. Okay, already we have seen if services. Okay, I'm talking about turnover more than 1.5 crores. Services shall not be more than 10%, and 5 lakhs, whichever is higher. Okay, if he cross this condition, again he is not eligible for composition levy. Again, he is not eligible for composition levy. Next, as recommended by the GST Council. As recommended by the GST Council, certain persons are not eligible for composition levy. Or not eligible for composition levy. They cannot come under composition levy. Okay, certain person which has been recommended by the GST Council, that is not, that is they cannot enjoy this particular scenarios. Clear? Okay. So already we have just discussed bill of supply. Okay, already we have discussed about the other scenarios. Okay, then another scenarios. Okay, it should, okay, in his name board. Okay, in his name board. Okay, he should, okay, display as composition dealer. Okay, you should display in the name board as a composition taxable person. Composition taxable person. Not only here, but also in the invoice. Invoice also you should mention what? Composition taxable person. He has to mention this composition taxable person. In every notice, they also mention this composition taxable person. Okay, so this is all about, okay, condition and other scenarios. Okay, condition and other scenarios. Right now, okay, we almost going to close the topic. Okay, right now, this is the condition. These are the conditions. Okay, so next now, we're just going to see intimation of composition levy and what? Effective date. Intimation of composition levy and effective date. Okay. So here, in such cases, okay, so there are three scenarios. Number one, I already registered under old act. I'm already registered under old act. Okay. Now, okay, I already registered under GST. Already registered under GST. Now going for composition scheme. Now I'm going for composition scheme. I'm going for fresh registration. These are the three possible scenarios for this particular person. Okay, fresh registration. Okay, so in such cases, okay, okay, if I'm going already registered under old act, now I'm just going to register under new act. Okay, under there is GST act. Under GST, I'm just going to register under composition levy. Under what? Composition levy. Okay, here under old act, okay, now GST regular, now composition levy. That is one cases. I'm newly registered as a GST, okay, as a regular levy, now converted into composition levy. There are two possible scenarios are there. Here, okay, I'm just going for fresh registration as composition levy. I'm just going for fresh registration as composition levy. Okay, so what I need to do? So in such cases, okay, I have to file, okay, okay, on or before the appointment date. Okay, that is I have to file on or before the appointment day, okay, with the GST, and I can choose the option called as composition levy. I can choose the option as a composition levy. From that day onwards, from the appointment day onwards, he has to supply what? Bill of supply. Yes, is what? Bill of supply, and he should not collect tax, Okay, straight away, directly you can go for, there is normal scenarios. Okay, he has to register accordingly. Okay, within 30 days, he has to register, and he can go for normal scenarios. Okay, you can go for normal scenarios. Here, what happens is, you have to give an intimation. That means what? You have to make an application. In GST portal. Okay, about the change from normal levy to composition levy. Okay, earlier on any date, and then in the year you can for regular levy, next year you can go for composition levy. It has been amended. Okay, so next, I'm going for fresh registration now. On the date of registration, I am eligible for composition levy. Okay, so here, okay, I'm eligible for composition levy. Here, what I need to do, conditions for thinking about the, okay, in the existing law, okay, what are the stock which is lying in my hand, okay, I have to disclose in GST portal. I have to disclose in GST portal in CMP03 form. I have to disclose in which form? CMP03 form. Like your within 60 days from excise such option. Within 60 days from excise such option, I have disclosed all my stocks to the department. Okay. Here, okay, that is from conversion from regular levy to normal levy, that is composition levy. Here I have to disclose in that is in ITC 03. In where? ITC 03. Okay, about my stock, about my raw material, okay, about my finished goods, about my closing stock, etc. Okay, everything I have to disclose. Okay, semi-finished goods, etc. Everything shall I have to disclose within 90 days. Okay, within 90 days. Okay, from the commencement of relevant financial year. That means what? The amendment in a if you're going for composition levy or opt for composition levy, now you can opt in the next financial year only. Next financial year only. That's the reason they are saying that 90 days from the commencement of relevant financial year. 90 days from the commencement of relevant financial year. They have been amended this one. Okay, right. Now I'm going for normal levy because I'm going for the fresh registration. Earlier I'm not done anything. Okay, so there is no issue. There is no condition at all. There is no condition. Clear? Right. Now we'll understand the effective date. We'll understand what? Effective date. From when I'm eligible, okay, to opt for composition levy. When I'm eligible for opt for composition levy. Number one, first cases what we talks about from the existing law, there is old law to GST law. I'm opt for composition levy. I'm opt for what? Composition levy. In such cases, from the appointment date, okay, I'm eligible to opt composition levy. I'm eligible to opt what? Composition levy. Next case, I'm a registered person. I'm paying under regular levy. Now I just moving to composition levy. Now I just moving to what? Composition levy. Now, effective date. I'm just eligible to claim that this particular scenarios. Now, okay, this is subject to beginning. That is next. That is beginning of financial year. Beginning of financial year. That means what? For example, I opt in 17-18 in December month. Na, I am eligible with effect from 1/4/2019 onwards. I am eligible with effect from 1/4/19 onwards. Okay. Suppose I am cleared on 1/7/2018. So 19. Then I am eligible from 1/4/2020 onwards. Okay. So this is the effective date. This is called as what? Effective date. Okay. When I registered, okay, year, okay, the effective date shall be considered. Okay, at the option. Okay, at the option. Okay, number one, date of registration granted. Date of registration granted. Okay, sorry, it's not option. It is date of registration granted. Okay, date of registration granted. Okay, he has to opt. Okay, he has to go by composition levy. He has to pay from such date onwards. Okay, in subsequent month, you have to pay accordingly. Right. So this is all about what? Effective date. This is all about what? Effective date. I repeat, year appointment day, at beginning of financial year, a date of registration granted. A date of registration granted. Okay, a date of registration granted. Okay, right. Number two. Okay, next. Okay, so right, number two. Already we have discussed about the rate of tax. I repeat once again, rate of tax. Okay, in case of manufacturer or trader, in case of restaurant business, in case of services. Okay, this is different and this is different. Okay, condition பொறுத்தவரைக்கும் ரெண்டுத்தையும் சேர்த்து 1.5 crores. Okay, இங்க condition பொறுத்தவரைக்கும் 50 lakhs in the preceding previous year should not exceed more than 1.5 crores, more than 50 lakhs. Number two, rate on the year 1%, CGST 0.5, SGST 0.5. Okay, CGST 0.5, SGST 0.5. இங்க வந்து 5% year, 5% year, 2.5% and 2.5%. CGST 2.5%, SGST 2.5%. Year 6%, 3% for CGST, SGST 3%. Okay, SGST 3%. Okay, so these are the scenarios which is subject to what? What? With regards to manufacture, with regards to restaurant, with regards to services. With regards to what? Services. Okay, right? Next. Okay, next. For all persons, they should not do what? Interstate supply. They should not deal with interstate supply. They should not subject to, that is subject to what? TCS. Okay, they should not be e-commerce operator. Okay, number three. Okay, Number 3, you should not deal with the tobacco products, ice cream products. Okay, then aerated water. Okay, ice cream and edible ice. Okay, you should not engage in these scenarios. Okay, and okay, you should not have. You should raise what? Bill of supply only. You should raise what? Bill of supply only. Okay, next one, already we discussed certain things also. Okay, right? Fine. Now we're just going to see the next scenarios. Okay, last point, last topic under composition levy. Validity of composition levy. Validity of composition levy. Number 1, if all conditions satisfied, not more than 1.5 crores, I'm doing only trading goods. Okay, I'm not engaging that services more than 10%. Okay, or less 5 lakh, whichever is higher. Okay, I'm not doing any other manufacturing activities like restricted manufacturing activities. If I satisfy all this condition, okay, then I can go for composition levy without any issue. Without any issue. Okay, suppose if condition not satisfied, condition not satisfied, okay, then within 7 days, within 7 days, okay, he has to apply in CMP 04 form. Okay, in CMP 04 form, okay, in GST portal. Okay, in GST portal, stating that I am not satisfied the condition. So now I'm moving from composition levy to regular levy. Composition levy to regular levy, for converting from regular levy to composition levy in the next financial year only. But this one, it is not happening in the same financial year also. That means what? He has to file in such quarter and they have to convert accordingly, because now he's just going for the normal scheme. You have to apply within 7 days. Within 7 days. Okay. So within 7 days for what? Which he not satisfy the condition. For example, he also manufacturing tobacco products. He also manufacturing accredited products. Suppose the services turnover which has been exceeding more than 10% or 5 lakhs, whichever is higher. Okay, in such cases, if the condition itself not satisfied, okay, otherwise he's just doing interstate sale. Okay, interstate sale if you're doing. Okay, in such cases, I have to go for composition scheme. I have to move from composition to regular scheme. I have to apply with the department within 7 days. Okay, 7 days about this particular scenarios, and you have to go to the regular scheme. Next, if you want to withdraw self, okay, self withdraw. Okay, condition, every condition has been satisfied, all condition has been satisfied, but he just but because of the manufacturer, but because of the supplier or customer, okay, they intimate that they have to go for the normal levy now. Okay, he also going for normal levy in by satisfying all this condition from the composition levy to regular levy. Okay, in this case also, okay, within, okay, so he can give an intimation in what? GST CMP 04. Okay. From the day he opt for cease. He opt for cease. Okay. I don't want this composition levy scheme. I'm just going for normal scheme. So from that 7 days, okay, what do you have to do? You have to, okay, apply in CMP 04 form. Okay. Then he has to do all the scenarios, etc. Okay, so in these cases, now we converting from composition levy scheme to regular levy scheme. Okay, our composition levy scheme to regular levy scheme. This is number 3. Number 4, proper officer. Okay, proper officer in a department. Okay, department find, okay, this person, okay, may not satisfy the condition. Not satisfy the condition, any of this condition, okay, any condition, then department, if we find, okay, this person is not satisfied with this condition, then the department will find, okay, then department will send a notice, okay, in CMP 05, in a CMP 04, CMP 05, then this person shall respond within 15 days. And the registered person shall respond within 15 days that I am satisfied with all condition, all other scenarios. Okay, so he has to reply in CMP 06. Okay, he has to reply in CMP 06. Okay, then department within 30 days. Department what? Within 30 days, pass an order. Pass an order in CMP 07. Okay, either accept or reject. If he accept, he can go for composition levy. If he reject, he has to convert from composition levy to regular levy. Okay, for this everything he has to give an option. Okay, I repeat. First notice anpano. Notice and the response within 15 days he has to do. Okay, within 15 days if I response in the sense the order shall be passed. Okay, okay, within 30 days. Within 30 days either he has to accept or reject. If he accept, he can go by the composition levy. If he reject, he has to go for, he has to convert from composition levy to regular levy. He has to convert from composition levy to regular levy. Clear? Right. Now what will happen if I converted from composition levy to regular levy? Composition levy to regular levy na. Okay. Here in composition levy I have stock. Okay, on the effective date. That is the reason we have to understand the effective date. On the effective date, you have to take a stock on effective date. When you take a stock on effective date, okay, you have three scenarios. That is opening stock. That is you have raw material, semi-finished goods, or finished goods. Okay, so in that you already purchased raw material. You already purchase what? Raw material. Okay, or any other scenarios. Okay, so such goods you are eligible for ITC. You are eligible for what? ITC. Okay, for eligibility of ITC. Okay, for that stock, for the what are the material which has been purchased. Okay, purchase date shall be less than 1 year from the effective date. From the effective date. If it is more than 1 year, no ITC. Okay, if it is more than 1 year, no ITC. Okay, you have to cross check with the ITC. Okay, eligibility of such ITC, whether it is eligible or not eligible. If there is any stock, okay, if there is any stock, he can avail what? ITC. Okay, he can avail what? ITC on input, stock, that is semi-finished goods and capital goods, etc., etc. Okay, but so I will refer this condition alone. Okay, right? So he is eligible for take what? ITC, right? Next. Okay. Next, now this is all about condition which is converted from composition levy to regular levy. This is all condition which has been satisfied from composition levy to regular levy. So he is eligible for ITC. He is eligible for what? ITC, right? Now, okay, that 1 year condition I just see and tell you. Okay, I put in the description. Okay, suppose in YouTube, if you want to see, you can, I just put in the YouTube description. Otherwise, in next class, I can say that. Okay, right? Now, I am subject to composition levy. Okay, what are the other scenarios he has to do? He has to file a return. He has to file a return before 1/4/2019. Before 1/4/2019. After 1/4/2019. Okay, this is before. This is after. Okay, so here he has to file what? GSTR 4. He has to file what? GSTR 4. Now, with effect from 1/4/2005, he has to file CMP 08. Okay, it is a form which he need to file. Okay, you have to understand the form also. Okay, so when he has to file every quarterly. When he has to file for, you have to file for every quarterly. Okay, that is for every quarterly you have to file. For example, April to June, June to September, October to December, December to January. Sorry, December to January to March. Sorry, January to March. So here, every quarter he has to file in the following month. In the following month, 18th of following month. Okay, suppose for April to June, that is April to June, July 18th, July to September, October 18th, before October 18th, October, December, January 18th. Okay, so Jan to March, okay, before, that is April 18th. So he has to file accordingly. He has to file what? Accordingly, right? Next, okay, this person, okay, shall file annual return. Okay, this person shall file annual return. Okay, in GSTR 4. What I'm sure. Right. So first one, some late fees has been filed. Okay, if you not filed within such quarter, then it will be there. Okay, next one, okay, if you not filed 3 consecutive quarter, it has been suspended accordingly. Okay, if cancellation has been happened, then okay, you have to approach to the proper officer. Then proper officer will cancel. Will cancel the suspension. Okay, that means what, he will revoke the cancellation. Okay, so once you revoke the cancellation will be he will come back to the normal form. Then he has to file accordingly. Okay, so this is all about what, composition levy. Right. இப்போ இது பார்த்தலாம், composition levy பார்க்கலாம். ரைட். இது நேற்று கிளாஸ் பார்த்தது levy section 9(1) பார்த்தோம். ஓகே, தட் இஸ் இது இயர் பார்த்தோன்னா இது வெறும் சிஜிஎஸ்டி ஆக்ட் மட்டும்தான். சிஜிஎஸ்டி ஆக்ட்ல 20% மேல they should not levy all supply of goods and services. Okay, supply of except one supply of alcoholic consumption. Okay, so this will not comes under GST. Okay, still it is not comes under GST. Number 2. Okay, so IGST பொறுத்தவரைக்கும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 5(1)ல 40%. Next வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இந்த ஐட்டம்ஸ்லாம் should not be they yet to amend. Okay, GST will be levied in future. Okay, yet to notify என்ற மாதிரி பார்த்தோம் நம்ம. Okay, reverse charge mechanism already நம்ம நேற்று கிளாஸ்ல நம்ம we have been gone in depth. Okay, we have explained about that. So 9(3), 9(4), 9(5) பொறுத்தவரைக்கும் e-commerce operator. Okay, so அந்த டாபிக் ஆல்ரெடி டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கிறது இந்த டாபிக்ல. ரைட். Now, okay, we are going for composition scheme. Composition scheme if so to make it a simple business, to make it a simple turnover. Okay, so they bring it these conditions. Okay, another composition scheme and they கொண்டு வந்திருக்காங்க. Okay, number 2 வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா composition scheme பொறுத்தவரைக்கும் பாத்தீங்கன்னா okay, here this is a condition I am just explaining about you. Okay, so இதுல என்ன சொல்ல வராங்கன்னா அந்த சர்வீசஸ் turnover should not exceed more than 10% on total turnover. Okay, in the preceding previous year or 5 lakhs whichever is higher. Okay, last year la vanduna the service activities vanduna it should be less than 10% or 5 lakhs whichever is higher. Okay, so he can either go for, there is inga pathina composition levy under section 10 idu supply of supply of services other than restaurant services pathina yes na you cannot opt for composition levy. No na, okay, you supply non taxable goods, again X, you are not supplying interstate supply. No. Okay, non taxable goods are no, interstate supply no, you are supplying goods. Okay, through e-commerce operator no, you are eligible for composition levy. Okay, so here they saying that this scheme is eligible. Okay, suppose if you are doing such other activities, okay, then you can opt for composition levy, right? So next, okay, இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா இது அந்த டர்ன் ஓவர் டிசைட் பண்றது. Okay, turnover decide பண்றது பொறுத்தவரைக்கும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, there is Ramkumar, a trader of cell phone registered under GST in the state of Tamil Nadu and furnished the following information: intrastate taxable goods, exemption goods, taxable supply, services, exemption supply. Okay, this shall not be included. Okay, this condition I forgot. Okay, the loans and advances. Okay, interest on loans. For example, interest also will be part of your turnover. That should not be included. Okay, that should not be included. So that should not consider for the purpose of turnover. Okay, examiner they can ask for that. So that should not be included in your turnover. So 120 plus 10 plus 5 plus 5 total 138, that is your turnover, which has been not exceeding 1.5 crores in the preceding previous year. So hence you have been eligible for such scenarios. And second condition, you also need to see that, okay, 10% of the turnover of 5 lakhs, whichever is higher, that condition you have to satisfy. Okay, that means what? 5 plus 3 lakhs, also including exemption services also shall be included. So 5 plus 3 8 lakhs. So 8 lakhs divided by 138 lakhs for 5.80. Okay, you can do either this way or 138 lakhs into 10%. That means what? 13.8 lakhs. Okay, so it is not crossing more than 13.8 lakhs, hence it is eligible for. Okay, that's the reason. 10% of turnover is 13.8 lakhs. So you are not eligible. You are not crossing more than 13.8 lakhs. So hence you are very much eligible for this particular scheme. Okay. Next, with regards to the turnover, we are also understanding that the turnover shall not exceed more than 1.5 crores. Okay. So here for certain states, okay, for certain state, we already seen the northeastern states. Okay, northeastern states பொறுத்தவரைக்கும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, okay, one நிமிஷம். Okay, northeastern states பொறுத்தவரைக்கும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, northeastern states பொறுத்தவரைக்கும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 1.5 crores. Okay. Sorry, other states on 1.5 crores. Northeastern state on aggregate turnover in the preceding previous year, it should not be more than 75 lakhs. Okay, if it is more than 75 lakhs and if you not satisfy that 10% condition of 10% condition of 5 lakhs condition, then they are not eligible for compensation scheme. Okay, again, turnover means what? Already we have discussed this. Turnover include export goods or services, exempted goods or services, taxable goods or services. Okay, and if it transfer in between interstate between the distinct person, that also should be included. On behalf of principal shall also be considered. Okay, all this turnover shall be included. Already discussed that it should be computed based on plan wise. Partner is different, partnership is different, individual is different, individual HUF is different, that karta individual, all other persons are different. Okay, so here compensation scheme as a C is not eligible to avail what? ITC, input tax credit you cannot claim. Okay, there is casual taxable person or non-resident person are not eligible for compensation levy scheme. Okay, person not entitled to avail compensation levy scheme. So okay, already we have said that services, okay, supply of services shall not more than 10% or more than 5 lakhs. Okay, there is here 10% of 5 lakhs, whichever is higher. It shall not more than 10% or 5 lakhs, whichever is higher. Number 2, they should not do what? Interstate supply. And number 3, okay, they should not engage, okay, in subject to section 52. Okay, they should not engage if it is recommended by if they should not notified by the GST council also. Okay, right? So this and they should not engage in the production of, they should not engage in making supply of goods which are not leviable under GST. Okay, right? Only exempt supply. Right. Next. So this is the turnover of Mr. X. Okay. So Salem, Chennai, Salem, Coimbatore, and Madurai, 57.91, 12 lakhs, 8 lakhs, 30 lakhs, and 43.60. Total 151.10 lakhs. Okay. Whether he is eligible in the preceding previous year, it is 1.51 lakhs. Okay. But inge potudhum padina, it is they are also saying that inclusive of taxable turnover in the preceding previous year. Okay, in the preceding previous year, okay, they are under regular levy. Okay, they are subject to what? Tax also. Okay, then you have to reverse the tax. Okay, that means what? It is condition ma. It is not calculation, it is condition. Okay, that means what? Total turnover which include taxes also they are saying. So you are removing the tax. So the turnover is 128 lakhs. Hence is very much eligible. Next. So Mr. Y, being a trader of the laptop, has 2 units. One is Chennai, one is Mumbai. Okay, yes, you can have both the unit also, no problem. In both the units, you should go for composition levy only. So Y is eligible for composition levy in current year. Okay, Mrs. Y can opt composition levy for Chennai and normal levy for Mumbai. No, it is not possible. In both the places, he can go for composition levy or he can go for regular levy. Next. Need to give a separate intimation to opt for composition levy in each state. Okay, intimation to opt for composition levy in respect of any place of business in respect of union territory shall be deemed to be the intimation in all other places. Okay, so once you have been given, okay, it has been given in all other places, so you have to change accordingly. Right. Next, X&Co sells electrical cables, motor and wires, Company also undertake repairs and switches. Motor sets turnover during the preceding financial year from sales of 59 lakhs. Okay, where repairs, okay, 1 lakh. So என்ன சொல்றோம், goods வந்து 59 lakhs and services வந்து 1 lakh. Okay, so total value வந்து 59 plus 1 60 lakhs. So 60 lakhs into 1%, 10% வந்து 6 lakhs or 5 lakhs, whichever is higher. 10, that is 6 lakhs or 5 lakhs, whichever is higher, 6 lakhs. So it is less than 1, that is less than 6 lakhs. So hence you are eligible for what? Composition levy. Okay. Mr. A is a paper mart, owns 500 square feet shop at Chennai. Mr. A offer extra space area in the shops to supply is to put up the advertisement. His turnover the previous year 20 lakhs and advertisement is 2 lakhs. Whether he is eligible for composition levy. So goods supply under 20 lakhs, services by way of other services under 2 lakhs. So total 22 lakhs. 22 lakhs 10% 2.2 lakhs. So but he just done how much? 2 lakhs only. So he is very much eligible. He is very much eligible for composition levy. Hotel King Private Limited provided a restaurant services in New Delhi. They also serve beer. Okay, if any alcoholic consumption in the sense, okay, alcoholic is there in the sense, he is not eligible for composition levy. Okay, next, even the turnover is less than 50 lakhs, turnover is less than 1.5 lakhs, whatever it may be. Okay, so next, Mr. C is a retail dealing of with the cell phone. He supplies to the person located in Chennai and Pondicherry. Aggregate turnover 45 lakhs. Mr. C want to opt composition scheme in current year. Okay, whether he can opt. So here, okay, supply goods to the person located in Chennai and Pondicherry. C is in Chennai, supplying goods to Chennai as well as Pondicherry. Pondicherry is another state. Okay, it is an interstate supply and he cannot opt for composition scheme. Peter England is a trader who sells his ready-made clothes online on Amazon. If you're dealing with Amazon, that is online dealing, is not eligible for composition levy. Okay. Next, Hot Bread Private Limited is a supplier of bakery products registered in current year. Okay, bakery products is not a restaurant products. He can opt for 1% composition scheme. Okay, bakery is not a restaurant business. He can opt for composition levy scheme. Okay, அதுதான் சொல்லிருப்பானுங்க. Okay, right. Next one, again, Hotel King Private Limited, registered person under GST. Previous turnover 100 lakhs, GST 18%. Okay, input 7.8 lakhs exclusive of GST. Okay, so profit margin 40% of the cost. Find out the invoice price, etc., etc. They are just giving some value, some differences. Okay, you have to compute accordingly. Composition levy they given. This is a normal provision they are being given. So you have to compute accordingly. So which is beneficial? For example, your if you see here. Okay, 1 second. Okay, if you see here, Hotel King Private Limited is registered under GST. Previous year how much? 100 lakhs. Okay, applicable tax rate 18%. Okay, input on the 7.8 lakhs. Okay, input 7.8 lakhs exclusive of GST. Input cost. Okay, input cost how much? 7.8 lakhs exclusive cost. Profit margin on the 40%. So here you have to consider cost of input how much? 7.8 lakhs. Okay, no GST. So adula vandu profit margin then 40%. So 7.8 plus 3.12. Okay, there is both the things shall be considered. Okay, and GST on this total you have to consider GST also. So GST value, there is invoice value 1,288,560. Okay, so you have to segregate how much there is CGST taniya, SGST taniya, you have to segregate. On that you can eligible to take ITC. So you have to check which is scenarios. Okay, here composition levy for the 7.8 lakhs. Okay, so you have to add that 18% also because this is not eligible for what in ITC. So you have to add with the cost. Cost is 9.2 lakhs. Okay, and you have to put 40% margin, 12.88. So you have to pay on that 5% because you're running restaurant business. So you have to pay what? 5%. So 5% 64,000. Okay, but here net of tax on you're just paying out how much? 56,000, which is beneficial. This is beneficial. Okay, you just go through the problem. You can understand the problem. Okay, I'm not going in depth in the problem and all because running out of time nala. Okay, Prem is running a consulting firm and also a fancy store registered on the same PAN. Okay, turnover in the consulting firm turnover is 65 lakhs of fancy consultancy firm 10 lakhs. So total 75. So 75 lakhs into 10% 7.5 lakhs, but he crossed 10 lakhs. Okay, so he's not eligible for composition levy. Is not eligible for composition levy. Okay, right. instead of that consultancy business, second question whether it is possible to opt for the composition levy only for the composition scheme. So Fancy Stone, no. If running by the rest, there is if the premium is running a restaurants with the turnover of 65 lakhs instead of consultancy, then it is very much eligible. Okay, it is very much eligible. It is not more than 1.5 crores, hence it is very much eligible. Okay. Next, ABC and Co. made the following supply during the month of October: restaurant, mobile dealer, and textile manufacturing unit. Okay, is eligible for composition scheme. Rework in the following restaurant: supply of mobile through e-commerce operator. E-commerce operator is not eligible for composition scheme. Okay. Next, condition patana. It is this 2% composition casual taxable person and non-resident taxable person, they cannot opt for this composition scheme. Okay, then they can purchase interstate sales. Okay, they can import from interstate sales. They can import also. Okay, they can receive from branch outside India also. They can supply to the agent outside India, so outside state also, outside state also. Okay, possibilities are there. Okay, next, they can purchase from the unregistered persons also, and if they are subject to section 914, and they can purchase if they are subject to 93, they have to pay tax under reverse charge mechanism, subject to reverse, that is RCM. Okay, next one, if you're dealing with unregistered person, stock content purchase from unregistered person, inward supply of goods or services both. Okay, pay tax on such purchase, do not hold such goods. Okay, pay tax. Okay, right. So this if you are dealing with this manufacturing activities like ice cream, edible ice, pan masala, all goods with relates to tobacco products and manufactured products, aerated water, then you are not eligible for composition levy. Okay. Next, you have to mention cash composition taxable person in your place, and in every notice you have to display as casual taxable person. Sorry, composition taxable person. Okay. This is the scenario we just discussed about the intimation of for the composition levy. You are converting. That is, you are moving from normal scheme, that is from earlier on the old scheme and the new scheme GST, and you are registering as a composition levy now. Within, that is, you have to file a form. Okay, and you can collect tax immediately, and whatever stock which is there, you have to intimate the stock to the GST portal. Okay, you are switching from that is normal scheme to composition scheme. Then you can move accordingly. You have to intimate the stock details in the ITC 03. Okay, you have to reverse this ITC. Okay, nothing but reverse this ITC. You're going for fresh registration, you can go off for directly, not an issue. Okay, if it talks about the effective date, appointment date, okay, for the registered person, beginning of you have to go for the next financial year only. Okay, in case of moving from, there is, you are going for the new registration in the sense, okay, the date of grant. Okay, the date of grant shall be considered, right? Okay, 1 second. Right? See, in case of I'm going for new registration, I am liable for registration. Okay, I'm liable for registration and I register within 30 days now. Okay, 30 days, and within 30 days I am registered now. Then the effective date, okay, when he is liable for registered, okay, that is called as what? Effective date. Okay, number 2, I am liable for registration on 1st October 1st October, but I am not registered within 30 days. I am registered in 17th of November. Okay, 17th of November. Then registration granted 20th October, 20th November now. Then the composition scheme is subject to with when 20th November onwards. Okay, so you can opt only for the from 20th November. Okay, these are two scenarios which has been talking about the effective date. It is not an issue. Okay, they are liable from November onwards. Okay, right. If a person is liable to register on 11th January 2020 and is applied for the registration on 17th January 2020 now, okay, with effect from 11th January 2020, he is liable. Okay, next. இது மட்டும் கொஞ்சம் பார்த்துக்கோங்க. A person is liable to register on 1st February, but he register on 20th இதுனா, then from 20th date. Okay, effective date வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 20th March. Okay, so these are the two scenarios. Next வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா rate of taxes 0.5%, 0.5%. Okay, for manufacturer and traders. Okay, for manufacturer as well as traders வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 0.5%. I explained about this scenarios. Okay, earlier வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா it start from 1st January 2018. Before 2% for manufacturer, 1% for traders. Okay, with effect from 1st January 2018. Okay, manufacturer also liable for at 1%. That means what? 0.5% and 0.5 percentage. Restaurant services 2.5% and 2.5%. Total 5%. Effective rate 1% and 5%. Okay. The same scenario which has been explained here also. Okay. Next on the turnover pati conditions, so they have been explained. Okay. Here X Limited, supplier of following services, turnover during the previous year restaurant services 90 lakhs and interest it should not be included 20 lakhs. Okay, whether he is eligible for composition levy? Yes, he is eligible for composition levy. Okay, right. Next, wheat and right exempt supply 80 lakhs in the preceding previous year. Packing products taxable supply 8 lakhs. Rent from commercial property 10 lakhs. Rent from residential dwelling 2 lakhs. Okay, even though it is an exempt supply, it should be included. 10 plus 2. Okay, both are services. Okay, here 80 plus 8, 88 lakhs. Totally how much? 88 lakhs. Okay, 90 plus 10 and 1 crore. Okay, total how much? 1 crore. So it is not more than 1.5 crores. Okay, hence he is eligible. Number 2, you also see the another condition. Okay, it is more than 10% or less than 10% in the money. So in 10 plus 2, you have 12 lakhs. Okay, so here, okay, on 100 lakhs into 10%, you have 10 lakhs, but it is crossing 12 lakhs, so he is not eligible for composition scheme. Okay, it's not eligible for composition scheme in the current previous year. Okay, next. This is a scenario which has been amended with effect from 1st April 2019. Okay, for services also they have been included. Okay, services for the 6%. Okay, so here the amended which has been affecting, that means what? Services for 3% on GST and 3% on what? SGST. And for both goods and services. Okay, if the turnover in the preceding previous year is not exceeding more than 50 lakhs, okay, then you are eligible for this particular scheme. Okay, so here they are also mentioning that you should not do what? Interstate supply. You also not engage in such products. Okay, you are not engaged in such product. Number 3, you are not engaged in the ice cream, edible oils, pan masala, tobacco product, pan masala, etc., etc. Okay, next one, okay, you should not raise what? Taxable invoice. Instead of that, you have to raise what? Bill of supply. Okay, next one, Rupan. Okay, one second. Okay, sorry. Right, you should not raise tax invoice. Instead of that, you have to raise bill of supply. Okay, next one, he has to mention in the bill of supply as a composition levy person. Okay, you should not put any tax rate also. You should not collect tax from the customers. Okay, for all composition levy person, you should not collect tax from the customer. Next one, amendment scheme. Okay, amendment scheme, that is amendment in the scheme of supply of services with a tax rate at the rate of 6%. The central government has notified 9/2019 notification. Okay, made the following scheme. Okay, that is intrastate supply of goods or services or both. Okay, one second. Okay, if you already availed that composition, that is, if you already availed any ITC na on stock or input of finished goods, then you have to reverse that ITC and you have to pay the tax. Okay, you have to reverse the ITC and you have to pay the tax. Okay, this I forgot to inform. Okay, now earlier regular levy, now I converted into composition levy na. If there is any stock na, for that stock you have to pay tax. You have to pay tax which already availed that ITC. Okay, that is another scenarios you have to understand. Okay. So here, X and Y company being a supplier of taxable and exempt supply registered under GST law in state of Maharashtra and furnish the following information pertaining to the preceding previous year. Okay, 22, 28 output services, exempt supplies, and total interest on the 5 interest shall not be included. Okay, so total in the preceding previous year, all of 28 plus 22, 50 lakhs. Okay, hence he is eligible for composition levy. Okay, is eligible for what? Composition levy for the purpose of computing turnover of the person. Okay, you have to determine what? Exempt supply as well as taxable supply, but excluding what? Deposit, etc., etc. Okay, hence it is less than the turnover of 50 lakhs, hence he is eligible for turnover. Okay, so totally over 50 lakhs, so he is eligible for such scheme. Number 2, okay, so he can go for that 6%. 6%. That means what? There is 3% for CGST and 3% for SGST. Current year. Two plus 8, how much? 10. This should not be included. So on this 10 lakhs, whether it is exempt supply or taxable supply, it's not an issue. You have to pay on the total supply. On the total supplies, 3% here, 3% here. Right. Next, validity of composition levy. Okay, if I'm going by, if I satisfy all the condition, I can go for composition levy. If a condition is not satisfied within 7 days, 4. Okay, if I going for self withdrawal, okay, then again I have to. So if I am going to say there is self withdrawal in the sense, okay, when I am liable, okay, when I decided for what to say, when I'm trying to withdraw within 7 days, I have to apply. Okay, all this condition has been satisfied. This is the proper officer which has been raising the notice. Okay, in such cases, he has to raise the notice. Okay, I have to respond within 15 days. Then to accept or reject accordingly. Okay, right? So he has to file accordingly. Okay, yeah, one tell. Okay, so he has to file accordingly. Either right. So he has to file this particular returns, etc., etc. Okay, GST one on the he is going for registration. GST two on the that is willing to opt for there is intimation of willing to opt from scheme by registered person. Okay, so these are the forms which you have to go through. Okay, next one the filing a returns for the we have just seen that. Okay, next one the these are the IDs they availed, IDs not availed. Those scenarios we have been seen already. Okay, I think I'm just skipping this scenarios and all. Okay, 1 second. Fine. Fine. Pathalla. So every registered person paying tax under Section 10 or paying tax by availing the benefits. Okay. So he has to give a prescription that is every month, every quarter or the 18th of such month, and then he has to give the returns. Okay. Next one, if from GSTR4 earlier before that, GSTR4 under every quarter file பண்ண வேண்டியது இருந்தது. Okay, with effect from 1/4/2019, GSTR4 under shall be filed 30th of April of end of such financial year. Okay, I have to describe all those details. Okay, next one, பாத்தீங்கன்னா, okay, the return shall be leave it of this scenarios. Okay, this is not normal the quarterly return filing dates, but then they're just trying to explain. Okay, we just go directly to the problems. Mr. Sitaram is running a consulting firm and also running a ready-made garment show. A registered PAN number, turnover of rupees 60 lakhs, and the receipt of the consultancy within 12 lakhs. Okay, so in the preceding previous year, total on the 60 plus 12 euro, 72 lakhs. Okay, so whether the Sitaram is eligible for compensation scheme. Okay, year 60 plus 72, how much? 72 lakhs. 72 lakhs into 10%, 7.2 lakhs, but it is exceeding more than 12 lakhs. So more than such percentage, so he is not eligible for compensation scheme. Whether it is possible to for Mr. Sitaram to offer compensation scheme for showroom, no, he does not. He cannot eligible for such compensation scheme. Is already part of some. Okay, instead of consultancy firm, it is considered as a restaurant business, and then he is eligible. Okay, instead of they're saying that instead of consultancy, it was 75 now. So 75 plus 60 135 less than 130 150. So he's eligible for compensation scheme. Okay, Mr. Ragim is a dealer in selling goods. Selling taxable goods, exempt goods, and non-taxable goods. That is liquor. Okay, if it is subject to liquor in a way, okay, which is what he just selling what liquor. Liquor is not eligible for compensation scheme, means he is not eligible. Okay, even though less than 1.5 crores. Okay, next, Mr. H, registered person in Hyderabad who is selling goods from Telangana to Tamil Nadu. Okay, Telangana to Tamil Nadu interstate sales is not eligible. Okay. Next, the turnover of Mr. Roy is preceding financial year is 49 lakhs. Mr. Roy has opted a compensation scheme on 18th February 2000. So and so and so. Okay, where exceed 1.5 crores now. Then within 7 days, he has to apply. That is what 20. That is 18th within 7 days now. 25th he has to you have to convert from regular scheme and compensation scheme to regular scheme, and he has to go ahead with the regular scheme with effect from such date onwards. Okay. Next, in the March month, he has to file normal scheme as well as compensation scheme also for the such quarter. Okay. Here, next one, see, one more scenario I just explain you. Okay, just a minute. So, this is February month is the condition is not satisfied. So, he's just moving from
okay, composition levy to regular levy. So within 7 days he has to apply for the composition levy and the regular levy he has to apply. Number one. Number two, வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா, okay, yeah, what are the scenarios which is there? What are the scenarios which is there in the ITC goods, etc., etc. He has to file that GST ITC also to avail that ITC. Number three, பாத்தீங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன், okay, when you're going for registration to the normal registration, is eligible on all inputs, okay, which is lying on the stock, okay, which is lying as a stock with this with such effective date பொறுத்தவரைக்கும் பாத்தீங்கன்னா, that is 18th February. So you can eligible to take all this input tax, okay, on this stock. Number four பாத்தீங்கன்னா, okay, returns பொறுத்தவரைக்கும் பாத்தீங்கன்னா, you need to file there is that quarterly returns also he has to file the regular return for the February month, for the March month, okay. So he has to file all those returns, all those scenarios with such because of this effect, okay. So number one என்னன்னா, he has to convert. Number two வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா, he can avail ITC. Number three வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா, he have to switch within 7 days. Number four is eligible, that is he is eligible for ITC, that also already described. Number five வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா, he should, okay, file the returns, normal returns he has to file the quarterly returns also, okay, clear. Next, Mr. X Private Limited is a manufacturing having 2 units, namely one unit in Andhra Pradesh, another unit in Tamil Nadu. Turnover of 2 units is 95 lakhs. Okay, that is 10 lakhs plus 85 lakhs is 95 lakhs. Turnover of 2 units in the second quarter on the 5 lakhs plus 10 lakhs. Okay, applicable rate on the 9% or 9%. Okay, so Mr. X Private Limited is not availing ITC. Okay, so in that cases, okay, since it's not availing the benefit of ITC, the said company can pay the GST under composition levy. Okay, I already explained that. Okay, it is not based on individual or proprietorship or whatever case may be. It is based on registered person. If registered person is availing section 10, any registered person can avail section 10 subject to the conditions satisfied. Okay. In Andhra Pradesh also 10 lakhs and 85 lakhs. Okay, in previous year, current year he can go for composition levy. He can go for at the rate of 1%, 0.5% for CGST and 0.5% of SGST. He has to calculate accordingly. Okay, right. Mr. CMA Ram is a practicing cost accountant in Patna, Bihar. He commenced the profession on 1st April 2019 and his annual turnover is 70 lakhs in the financial year 1920. Okay, find out the tax liability under the composition scheme. Okay, whether it is eligible. First of all, whether it is eligible. Okay, so here under the composition scheme, why notification 2/2019. Okay, so here for this purpose, once again, see here, turnover exceed more than 70 lakhs. Okay, turnover exceed more than 50 lakhs. Okay, so he's not eligible. I think so. There's some mistake which has been given. 1 second.
All right. So now he is ineligible. He is ineligible actually in that particular previous year in 1920. So he paying tax at the composition levy and next not eligible for ITC. Okay, we have to see the preceding previous year whether the turnover exceed more than 50 lakhs or more than 150 lakhs. Okay, so in such cases, if the turnover is exceeding more than 50 lakhs, hence he is not eligible for 2021, but he has to pay tax in this particular previous year in composition levy. Right. Next, Mr. C, okay, Limited of Chennai, being a trader, provided the following information related to the preceding financial year is as follows. Okay, interest supply on 20. Okay, exempted goods 30, intra on the okay, 5, intra on the 4. Okay, this is subject to services. Okay, then he is just doing export 35. Okay, and here was interstate supply on 200. Okay, and CGST SGST on 2. Okay, so okay, இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா கொஞ்சம் மியூட்ல போடுங்கம்மா. ஓகே, so இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா Mr. C is eligible for composition, whether Mr. C is eligible for composition scheme. Okay, intra supply வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா that is intra supply of exempted goods வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா 20 30. So this both should be added. Intra வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா 5. Okay, intra also 5. Okay, that should be included. Export, okay, this is treated as interstate supply. Okay, it should be also added with the turnover. Okay, inward supply should not be included. This is purchase. Okay, this is called as what? Purchase, that should not be included. So totally on the 94 lakhs. Okay, in the preceding previous year. So இதுல வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா service portion வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா 9.54 or 5 lakhs, whichever is higher, 9.59, that is 9.54. but the turnover made by services for the 5 plus 4, it is 9 lakhs. Okay, so that condition also satisfied. 1.5 crores also satisfied. So he can avail for the what? Composition levy in such previous year. Okay, but one more thing in he can avail based on the such condition. But one more thing in export of goods, it is subject to state sale. So ANC is not eligible for composition levy. It's not eligible for composition levy in subsequent year. I think this is all about what? Composition. இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா composition levy சொல்லிட்டு notes கொடுத்திருப்போம். ஓகேவா, எல்லாமே டீடைலா கிளியரா எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணிருப்பேன். Again I'm not going to repeat. Okay, already go to பண்ணிக்கங்க. The 75 lakhs, 1.5 crores, 50 lakhs இது turnover based. ஓகேவா, so turnover பத்தி கிளியரா கொடுத்திருப்போம். புக்ஸ்ல இருக்க மாதிரி கொடுத்திருக்க மாட்டேன். ஓகேவா, ineligible person சொல்லிட்டு தனியா கிளியரா கொடுத்திருப்போம். Okay, if we dealing with this business, okay, and அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்ததுன்னா if we deals with such turnover, okay, and supply of services, okay, அதோட manufactureக்கு என்ன, okay, இதெல்லாம் with effect from 1/1/2018 clear அதுவும் கொடுத்திருப்பேன். Okay, traders-க்கு, okay, restaurant services-க்கு, so அது percentage wise கரெக்டா கிளியரா கொடுத்திருப்போம். நெக்ஸ்ட் வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஓகே, நெக்ஸ்ட் வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா அந்த ப்ரீசிடிங் ப்ரீவியஸ் இயர் எக்ஸீட் ஆகக்கூடாது. இது யார் யாருக்குள்ள நாட் ஈக்குவல் சொல்லிட்டு அதுக்கு அது பிரேக்கப் தனித்தனியாக கொடுத்துருப்பேன். ஓகே, ஸோ இதில் கிளியராக நம்ம ஆல்ரெடி விச் ஹஸ் பீன் எக்ஸ்பிளைன்ட். ஓகே, என்னென்ன மென்ஷன் பண்ணியிருக்கணும்ன்றதெல்லாம் கிளியராக கொடுத்துருப்பேன். ஜஸ்ட் கோ த்ரூ தட். ஸோ இன்டிமேட் சொல்லியிருக்கிறேன். ஓகே, ஸோ அப்பாயின்மெண்ட் டேட்டை பற்றி எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணியிருப்பேன். வேலிடிட்டி பற்றி எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணியிருப்போம். ஓகே, ஃபைலிங் ஆஃப் ரிட்டர்ன்ஸ் பற்றி கிளியராக கொடுத்துருப்போம். தனியாக ஃபைலிங் ஆஃப் ரிட்டர்ன்ஸ் தனியாக கொடுத்துருப்போம். ஆனுவல் ரிட்டர்ன்ஸ் ஆல்சோ கிவன் தட் செப்பரேட்லி 9A ஃபைல் பண்ணணும். இது உங்களுக்கு சொல்ல மிஸ் ஆயிடுச்சு. 9A ஃபைல் பண்ணியிருக்கணும். நெக்ஸ்ட் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா பேமெண்ட் ஆஃப் டேக்ஸ் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஒன்லி த்ரூ எலக்ட்ரானிக் கேஷ் லெஜர். திஸ் ஆல்சோ மிஸ்ட் அவுட். யூ ஷுட் நாட் அவைல் இன்புட் டேக்ஸ்னால எலக்ட்ரானிக் கேஷ் லெஜர் மட்டும் தான் பே பண்ணியிருக்கணும். ஓகே, நெக்ஸ்ட் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஓகே, ஸோ அவ்வளோதான். ரைட், I think you enjoyed that. So composition levy all. So this is all about what? Composition levy. We close the topic here. Okay, we'll see you in next class. Thank you. Okay, bye bye.